Do you know what time it is? I'm not sure a lot of people know what time it is. It's actually time for Brawl News. I know I've been doing this a lot and it's annoying, but truly it does go a very long way in helping the channel. If you guys enjoy what you see here, be sure to subscribe. And if you don't want to do it for me, do it for Spike. This poor guy hasn't eaten in months. 800,000 subs and he eats. No food until then, I swear. No food at all. None. And I don't even feel bad about it. All right, y'all. We got some pretty fun stuff to get straight away into here in this episode today. Gotta say, things have been kind of interesting, popping off a little bit recently inside of Brawl Stars. Just the event itself, update coming around the corner, fun stuff coming out tomorrow. And just in general, it's been a fun time playing Brawl Stars, I'm not gonna lie. But getting straight away into the important stuff here right off the docket, tomorrow, big stuff happening. Trunk is finally coming out for early access. I swear, like, is it just me, but I completely forgot about Trunk. Is that bad? Like, the delay was pretty dang crazy for the hype around Trunk, but now he's coming. And I gotta say, the artwork for this guy is impeccable. I feel like with the gameplay for Trunk, there's not a lot of, like, emphasis on the ants, right? Ants that control the trunk itself. So it's pretty dang cool to see these little guys popping up, you know, with the bow tie and everything. You gotta love it. But Trunk is not the only thing that's coming out tomorrow. We also have some really exciting stuff on top of the event going on right now. We have another event transitioning tomorrow. The demon side of the Angels vs. Demons event that came out quite some time ago now is going to be starting. Taking a look at a tweet from CLB, demonic drop chances, going over what the drop rates are going to be, but then also announcing that the demon side of the event is coming out on August 21st along with Trunk. And if you guys are curious, here are the drop rates for those demonic star drops. Not too bad. I've said this so many times on record that the Angels vs. Demons star drops have always been kind of a favorite of mine, just from the stuff that you can get out of them. I would be a lot happier if we got like some sort of event with star drops that didn't have as many like cosmetics in them. It was once a thing that I feel like people were excited about, being able to get cosmetics, but now I just feel like whenever I open up a like star drop that could have something like this or something cool like this, I guess this is cosmetic, it always hurts getting something like a pin or a spray, you know what I'm saying? But there you have it. A lot of cool stuff happening tomorrow, so make sure to enjoy yourselves. I hope you guys have a good time. Now, with all of that aside, I've said this in a recent Brawl News episode, but I've been getting a lot of comments recently. Hey, I don't blame you guys if you don't freaking watch every single one of my videos, okay? Who would? You know? But as we are getting closer and closer to the Brawl Talk date, I want to make sure that we're all caught up, seeing that people have been asking when the heck is the next Brawl Talk. We are very, very close to exactly 1 week away. The next Brawl Talk is going to be coming out on August 30th. Mark those calendars, ladies and gentlemen. This one is going to be a big one, I would say. I feel like there's a lot riding on this update, in my opinion. I feel like it's pretty dang obvious. I'm not sure if you guys have been following. Well, I guess I'm pretty close to the point, right? I make content on Brawl Stars, so I kind of keep up with all this stuff, but things have been on the lower end of things for Brawl Stars for this last update. Something about the quests not hitting super hard, and just the general hype of Brawl Stars updates have gone down a little bit here, so we're at a little bit of a low. So it'd be nice to see something really, really awesome pop off, and I think we do have some pretty good things already confirmed coming out. And as we are getting closer and closer to that August 30th Saturday, this next Saturday, there should be some really awesome sneak peeks and Easter eggs that I'll be following up with all of you guys as well. But around the corner here, we're taking a look at a post from Chosen. He always does a phenomenal job whenever updates are getting closer and closer to making these really solid predictions. You guys know that's typically what I try to do a lot of the time. And Chosen knocked this one out of the park, if you ask me, really buttoning up a lot of the stuff that we've talked about up until this point in previous Brawl News episodes when things came across my plate, shuffling them out to you guys, these cool things that we've honed in on past videos, right? He did a really good job at putting it all together. And I think I'm pretty in line with all of his predictions, and even the ones that he's not like 100% sure on. But of course, we are getting Ziggy. Did you forget about him? There's been so much crap happening in Brawl Stars that like I wouldn't blame you for forgetting about Ziggy, maybe Trunk. But yes, indeed, we have confirmation that Ziggy is coming out in the next update, one of the 2 brawlers coming out. For the second one, there are some really interesting speculations and theories, which we've touched on in past videos, specifically the Rayleigh interesting saga that we talked about. Yo, what's up, Past, right? We're kind of wearing the same thing. Pretty interesting, bro. But when this interesting story came out, I was kind of on the fence, not gonna lie, still am, just because it's so bizarre and peculiar for like a potential leak. We've never seen this before. But there was a page on IMDb for a voice actor acting a voice for a Brawl Stars character that we had no information on. This Jerry Benelson had credits for voicing a character in Brawl Stars named Rayleigh. Now, obviously, like, I'm pretty sure IMDb pages can be edited by anyone or easily edited. So there's a lot of like, okay, take it with a grain of salt, right? But what kind of piqued my interest even more is, I think, the very next day, or at least the next video. If you looked up Jerry Benelson again, the voice acting credit was removed. So going on like the theories, the fun speculation surrounding it is maybe Jerry Benelson got word from Brawl Stars that he had voicing credits for something that was not released yet, and they would like him to take it down, or maybe he himself saw some of the stuff going on inside the community and edited it out. Either way, it's interesting, and it's honestly very, very difficult to say like this is a leak just because it's so strange, right? We've never seen anything like this. Could just be a hit or miss thing. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, man, one of the cooler leaks coming out in quite some time, if you ask me. I really enjoyed that. We'll have to see what happens, and I'll keep you guys in the loop. But moving along here, more stuff. We've recently touched on this time around. This update should have a collab, okay? I know our trust is gone sometime. I shouldn't say sometime. It is kind of gone, seeing that we've had a lot of promises for collabs for the past like 2 updates, I think, and they've all fallen through. But this time around, the actual announcement of a collab came out very, very recently from Drew. So this one should happen, okay? Moving along here, we have early access rework and a lot more stuff confirmed coming out in this update in that very long, honest post from the dev team, going over kind of the hiccups that came out with the last update and some of the stuff that we can look forward to in this next update, right? In it, we had information about the rework for the actual early release offer changes, which Chosen just touched upon in that tweet, but other really interesting stuff that are kind of related to that, like free brawlers when new brawlers come out, and maybe like a fun event coupled with that. Maybe don't really know what that's going to look like, but hey, free brawler, interesting, you know? But a lot more as well in the post itself, so quite a bit to look forward to in this next update just from this point of view. Moving on, getting into some of the more shaky stuff. As you guys can see in his prediction list, we have more than 50%, so we are getting away from the stuff that should be not confirmed, you know? This one, in my opinion, normally I make a video about a player icon that is released in the previous fan kit that is tied to sneak peeks or Easter eggs for the next update, but this time around, I didn't feel super certain on it. Call it a hunch, call it a gut feeling. I really didn't feel that crazy about this specific dragon den icon. Chosen thinks that it could be a theme hint or maybe a collab hint, but I'm not sure. In my opinion, I feel like seeing from past collaborations and the fallout of some of them, I think because of leaks and stuff like that, I don't think that the dev team is going to be super Easter egg stuff about collabs that come out. I think they want to keep that stuff a bit more close to the chest, so I don't know if this is going to be a collab hint or anything like that. We'll have to wait and see. Dragon Den theme update, sneak peek, who knows. But then we move along to a new ability related to PowerPoints, which we recently made a video about. 100%, dude, past Ray cooked in this episode. Wow. But basically, in the roadmap, Frank ended up stating for this next update, it would be really nice to be able to get something in the game ability-wise, right? Once all the hypercharges are created, to have some sort of ability that's like, you know, gadgets or hypercharges, maybe not to that degree, but will be purchasable with PowerPoint, or a portion be purchasable with PowerPoint. Now, I did state in the episode, and in my opinion, I feel like, much like Chosen put, this is like a 50% confirmed prediction. In my opinion, could be even less than that. Seeing that this next update, there's a lot on the plates of the dev team that I would assume was not in the game plan of the roadmap when they recorded that. With all the changes that they wanted to make around records and all the stuff that we already have kind of confirmed. And at the time they announced that roadmap video, they would have wanted to have all the hypercharges already made an update earlier, the update that we just got, and that hasn't been done yet. So I think they're a little bit behind with that announcement. If I were a betting man, I would assume that like power up or ability could be coming out the next update, right? Not this one, but the next one. We'll see. But then aside from that, we have a few other interesting stuff. We got hypercharges still needing to be added to the game, which I'm pretty sure we can be pretty safe to know that those will be coming. We've got the Brawloween theme coming out. I'm not sure why this is like more than 50%, but we do have Halloween coming out, right? Brawloween should be coming. More lore, there was another profile icon spotted in tandem with this one that was a little bit peculiar. That sparked a little bit of theory crafting out there that lore might be connected. I thought the explanation in my mind for the CCTV camera popping up in this fan kit could have been due to the fact of the Star Road being changed and being a bit more lore centric with the Star Road, but hey, if more lore comes out, I would not be complaining. Come on now. I freaking love lore. And then we have this one, which I did not touch on, a Brazilian brawler potentially coming out, maybe one of the two or this next brawler, the Rayleigh, maybe. There was actually an interview held on a YouTube channel that I don't necessarily follow super closely. It doesn't speak my language, but they interviewed Drew as well as another member of the team that creates brawlers. And I believe a question was, will there be representation for like a Brazilian brawler in the next update? And I believe there was like a loose-ended answer to it where it could be a potential that the next brawler could be Brazilian, or I believe the actual words that they used was the Brazilian community will appreciate something coming out soon. So we'll have to wait and see what that means, but that's why this is making the update prediction list for Chosen. But hey, not bad. There's a lot of really exciting stuff to look forward to in this update. And like I said before, once we get closer and closer to that August 30th, when Brawl Talk comes out, I think we'll be able to get some interesting Easter eggs and sneak peeks about some of this stuff, maybe confirming it before the Brawl Talk. So make sure to stay tuned for that. I'll keep you guys in the loop. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got for you guys here in this episode today. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate you guys so much and all the continued support during Brawl Stars' lower time here. It means a lot. It truly means a lot. So thank you guys. Much love to you all. And we will be talking super soon. Adios, everybody. Take care.